Hello, my beautiful friends. This will be your core control and upper body Pilates strength training. We're going to be doing a 20 minutes, and this is also for intimate and advanced level. But as always, I'll be modifying you and demonstrating for all fitness levels if you need it. All you will need is a dumbbells. I will be using 4 Libras. You can use any access at your own home dumbbells. You can even increase or use something light if you're new. And as always, you would just need yourself and a mat. We're always going to be starting off with a warm up and then making our way to core, and then we're going to end it off focusing on the upper of the arms, shoulders, and then we're going to make our way to a cool down. And as always, let's begin. And also focusing on core control and the movement with mindfulness and taking your time and pace. So let us begin. And whenever you're ready, we're just going to come lying down onto the mat. So whichever you have access at home, meet me down to the mat as I'll be placing my dumbbells to the side so that way I will not hurt myself because they're in my way. But again, you can use any type of dumbbells that you have at home. Let's begin with some. We're going to come meet me to seated on your glute, down to the mat as you're pressing. Bring your knees softly close to your belly button or chest. Uncurling your feet, toes down to the ground. Optional to uncurl the spine into a C. Stand nice and tall, finding your crown attached to your spine. Alignment with the spine. Release out as you curl into C, making your way to chest. Bring your crown up, rising up to the ceiling until a fold, finding the rhythm with the spine. Slowly fold your feet down. Optional. Just come down, rolling your spine all the way down to the mat. Feeling the whole body rolling down to the back, pressing down to the earth. In and out. Reaching your belly button in, rolling up to the ankle, following with your fingertips. Reaching forward to the toes, or just staying put. How far you can unpeel the ribs, unpeel the spine down. Tuck in your belly button in as you draw it into the spine, pulling up, peeling off the mat. Reaching up your fingers, just stay where you're at, following with your body, how it feels. Maybe you want to bring your both legs attached to each other, pointed as you lift up the mat, rolling inwards. Remember, focusing on the core, tucking in the belly button, finding motion here. Release. Maybe you want to bring both your arms, just staying put, slowly hold here. Pulling as your ribs, belly button in to the ribs as you expand. Inhale as you release, slowly releasing down, rolling down to the mats. shoulder blades and release the arm. We're going to alter one arm, putting down. Great for mobility. Stretch here. Working on those arms, parallel the arms down, one to the other. Switching the arm. Inhale, release. I want you to focus on following with your arms with the breath. Just reaching over one side to the other. And staying still, finding stillness here with your arms. Give it a nice circle. Following whichever your body is feeling. Maybe gazing up to the ceiling with your fingers following with your fingertips or hands, clockwise-ing. Maybe give it a nice circles back to the other side. Maybe it's alternating one arm to the other with your palms facing down and release. I want you to focus on the arms pulling down above your head of your crown. Releasing up, slowly lifting the chin to the chest and shoulder blades off, and you're peeling off your shoulders. You're slowly releasing the vertebrae one at a time. Finding stillness with the breath in. And now drawing the arms to your side. Whenever you're ready, come bringing the dumbbells to your side of your body and slowly leaning back behind. Remember, as you're focusing on the arms, bringing the arms in front and to your side. And you're going to just give a nice curl in the front. Curl and release. The dumbbells are going to be facing towards your shoulders and out. Remember, finding control, finding that we're building up our tricep here. Coming to a seated, maybe you want to wide out your legs, spread them out to give a nice support system here. Making sure your core is like holding into a hug with the belly button in, holding here. Now I want you to give it a nice wide tap, one at a time with your ankle, with the dumbbells. Just following, alternating rotation, one at a time with the shoulders, in and out. Maybe you want to come stand seated a little bit, coming further. Maybe give yourself some room for the belly button, and release it up. Give it two more here. We're pressing down the feet down to the earth. Releasing up, standing nice and tall with down the deep breath, long bar. Finding attachment, standing tall with the spine and chest. Give it time some break here. Finding the purpose of the principles of Pilates here that I would love to focus more on today. So, and also what muscles that we'll be working on. So right now, take some time to take a break before we begin. you're ready, come meet me into a mermaid pose. We're gonna get a nice stretch here. If you like to join, you're welcome. Just bringing one arm overhead, above. Making sure your shoulders are away from the ear. And just kind of grab behind of your ankle with the other arm. I want you to notice that. Notice that how you are feeling of the stretch. Maybe it might be your shoulders, they're kind of like far. Give it a nice more further to lean forward a little bit to the side. Maybe you want to bring your leg in front or one leg at a time. Maybe two of them, the feet stacked together. This is good for the legs, stretch for mobility. And release up. Okay. Whenever you're ready, come meet me to tabletop or forearm position. I'm gonna put my dumbbells to the side, just to not be in my way. You just need one dumbbell at the moment here. Actually, just one dumbbell. And we're gonna come meet me to the side. Making sure you're having nice some space in between your elbows and the hips. Stacking both legs together like a glue, and bringing the dumbbell in front of you, in between the hips and the elbow. Optional to come into a full plank side. We're going to make sure you're pressing down your feet and your elbows down, forearm. Come into a row. Remember, finding nice and steady here. I don't want you to like bring your arm all the way away up or far away from your body. Making sure the row is kind of coming into the hips or the shoulders. I just want to see here, and also opening the shoulder and elbow open and pop. Release, drop the hips, and we're gonna come give it a nice pause. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice for a control for abdominals area and waistline here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it. Drop the hips down. Great work, everyone. Give a time break. Whenever you're ready, I'd love for you to release the leg up one at a time. Bring both feet really floating off the mat. And what you're going to do is you're going to extend the arm out, reaching to the ceiling with your dumbbell. And we're going to come point and out. Release. You're going to point and shooting with the toes, with the dumbbells. I want you to open your shoulders off, out, and then we're going to release in and out. Remember to kind of bring your feet together, your toes stack. And you're going to want to roll your hips. Roll and open the shoulder at each time. See, my hips are moving and rolling to the front, and hold here. Kind of roll back. Extend the leg out. One and the other one will be bent, and we're just going to give it a nice tap. The dumbbell will be facing to the ankle, and you also want to parallel the elbow, the knees facing to the dumbbell. So you're going to give it a nice tap here. Feeling the shoulders, the back. Working on the core, making sure your belly button in. Give it a nice tight hug and roll back. Give it a nice tricep extension. You just want to be focusing on the elbow, just releasing out. Very good, my friends. Release down to your side here in front of the waistline or the belly button. Okay, meet me to the other side. Let's focus on the other side whenever you're ready. Dumbbell to the side. Bring your toes stack or optional to kind of lift with both knees together, or optional to extend one leg out. And remember, we're going to come into a row, pressing your forearm down, one arm, forearm down onto the mat. You don't want to make sure opening the shoulders and the chest. You don't want to round your back or just like lift one at a time. Definitely feeling the shoulders working. Staying strong here. And hold. Give it a nice hold. And we're going to come into pulse with the dumbbell. Kind of give it a nice one more and then hold. Dropping the dumbbell in front. And we're going to give a nice pulse. Hip dip. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Lie. Let's go again. 3, 2, 1. Drop down the hips. Release. Down. Bring both stacked together. Now, I don't want you to roll your shoulders in front to the mat or facing to the mat. I want you to kind of pop the shoulders away and your chest away from the mat. Release the arm, extension, extend the arm and drop. One leg if you like, if that's optional, bring them both. Maybe just want to focus on one. But again, this is kind of injured, so I don't know. It kind of makes, I don't think this is a great idea, but hey, if you need to work on it, that's okay. And just roll the shoulders and rolling the body. We're going to be rolling with the hips. Remember, focusing on control with the breath, following. Maybe both the chest are going to be facing to the floor and the mat when you're rolling the hips down. How far can your legs go up? And kind of give it a tap. And roll the shoulder and the hips facing down to the mat when you drop the leg, both legs. I know this is a lot. We're working on controlling with the brain here. And we're just going to kind of drop the legs down and kind of meet me with the bring the legs in front. One leg drop from the front. Slightly bend the other leg behind. And we're going to give it a nice tap and elbow. I want you to flex your heels and maybe you want to point and shoot of the bottom of the leg with the dumbbell grip and tap. Point and flex with the heel, with the foot flexion here. And then extend. Flex and then extend. Hold here and floating with the foot and release down. We're going to come into tricep, single tricep. Shooting, extend the elbow. We're working on the elbow here. Release the lift off away from the crown of your head. Feeling that nice shoulder blade squeezing in. Oh my God, this one got me really working right now at the moment. Definitely feeling it. Making sure you're feeling like it's like really working on those muscles. Remember, the smallest muscles work. Okay, let's come to a cool down. Stretch here to end the session. Give it a nice hug with the arm, one arm over the other. Then switch it to the other arm. Give it a nice hug. And release down. Maybe you want to give a nice shoulder shrugs or shoulder rolls. Maybe I need some more time here. And just kind of flip one palm down, facing towards you, facing towards me actually. And I want you to kind of like length with the arm, linking the arm with the shoulders, feeling the shoulder and the lengthening the arm in front and facing the palm down or facing towards me. And release it down. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for taking your time with me today. As always, if you do like this video or more of yoga and Pilates or just Pilates or strength training, go check out my other playlists or any other videos that relate to this, just to give it nice support and shout out to the people that are commenting and are always here for me and joining. I appreciate your time and energy and effort to joining with me. Until next time, my friends.